Well, Happy New Year. And I remember being here last year reporting out on the crime stats for 2024. And we had historic low numbers to be able to report. This year, we have historic low numbers to be able to report because we were able collectively, it's a collective effort, our law enforcement partners, our CVI partners, our community, our media, when we push out information, if you see something, say something, the community responded. And so I stand here and I just want to thank the hardworking men of the Detroit Police Department, my executive team, everybody involved, the unions, the DPOA, the LSA, the Command Officers Association, because I will tell you this, during 2025, Chief Todd Bettison personally didn't lock up one person, y'all. I didn't, but I got a phenomenal team, and they definitely got the job done. Before I go into the actual stats and get into that, one homicide, one assault, one carjacking, as we always say, is one too many. And so regardless of the trend line that has went down, what I will tell you is this, that if you were the victim of a crime, whether it's a violent crime or a property crime, if your vehicle was stolen and you came out and it's not there, that significantly impacts you. And so you will say, what are you really celebrating? But I will tell you this, Detroit, Metro Detroit, and the nation, that what we're doing in the city of Detroit with our plan collectively, it's working. Because as you will see very shortly, it's going down, down, down. And in 2026, this year, this group right here, we will double down on our efforts and come up under the leadership of our new mayor, Mary Sheffield, to continue as investing in prevention, enforcement, technology, everything. When I say and, it's all about and more, and strengthening the relationships even deeper when it comes to community engagement with all of us being involved and inspiring folks that are engaged in criminal activity to have alternatives and to just really change the culture when it comes to engaging in criminal activity. So with that, I would like to bring up really, really quickly our mayor, Mary Sheffield.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Honored to be here, grateful just to stand here to recognize the progress that we have collectively made as it relates to making our city more safe. I first just want to thank our chief, Chief Bettison, for his remarkable leadership. He is someone who understands all of the various, facets of public safety, that it's not just about law enforcement. There's a human side. There is a prevention side, and it has to be addressed holistically, and our chief understands all aspects of that. So again, I want to give honor and thanks to the remarkable leadership of our chief. Can we give him a round of applause again? I also want to thank the incredible men and women of the Detroit Police Department, and to all of our law enforcement partners that are here today on the local, state, and federal level, as well as the many community-based organizations, our CVI groups, and neighborhood partners who do this work every single day to drive crime down and make our community safe. We thank you, we honor you, we appreciate you for the work that you all do. Detroit once again has seen a drop in every major category of crime, which means fewer families are grieving, fewer lives are disrupted, and more families now can feel safe in their homes and their communities. This decrease in violence is due to the collaborative spirit and partnerships that are here today. I have always stated that I believe in a holistic and comprehensive approach to public safety that is rooted in both prevention and intervention. And while we have made progress, as our chief indicated, we know that the work is far from over. One life lost is far too many. And so I stand here today as a newly elected mayor to really solidify my commitment that public safety will remain a priority for this administration. We will build on the foundation of the strategies and programs that are working and ensure that we are continuing to make Detroit a safe city. We are also committed to launching the city's first ever Office of Neighborhood and Community Safety in the city of Detroit. This office will focus on strengthening and expanding proven strategies, addressing mental health, engaging our youth through after-school programs, mentoring and job training, and also enhancing neighborhood-based solutions that save lives in a data and resident-informed way. And lastly, as we talk about the data today and the numbers, we know that perception is what matters most, how people feel in their neighborhoods, and this office will be focused on that as well too. So with the effective strategies that Chief Bettison and all of the partners here today have put in place, as well as the office that is forthcoming, I truly believe that we will continue to see a crime rate reduction in Detroit and making Detroit a safe place for all. So God bless you all. Thank you all for the work that you're doing, and I'm extremely excited to work with each and every one of you all.
So at this time, I'll start going through the PowerPoint presentation and actually reveal our numbers. As you can see, the reduction, the trend line, when it comes to our homicides. In 2025, homicides dropped by 18.7% from the previous year of 2024. If you go back to 23, it dropped by 34.5%. And you can see the trend line over time, just the lowest record when it comes to homicides in the city of Detroit since I've been a police officer, since I've actually been on the job. I've been on the job now over 30 years. Non-fatal shootings. I never thought I would see the day throughout my career when we would go below 1,000 actually. But with the collective effort, and just for definition purposes, a non-fatal shooting is where an individual is shot, but they survive. So it could be a shot to the finger, to the leg, and they survive the injuries. Last year, we had 447. The previous year, we had 607. And if you go back to 2020, you see we had 1,176. And you can see the trend line where we're continually to trend down. Our officers, this group, the community, everyone, CVI, working collectively, the judges, courts, working to make the city a safer place, our community. Carjackings. It was a point when the city of Detroit was actually called Carjack City. If you went back to 2013, 2014, we used to have over 800 carjackings in the city of Detroit. We actually implemented and put a program in place called Project Greenlight, and that was done based off of data because so many of the carjackings were occurring around gas stations, Coney Islands, other places that stayed open late. And so we actually implemented an innovative program called Project Greenlight. We started with 8 gas stations and 8 businesses, and today we have over 1,000 green light locations, and the media and everyone wanted to know at that time, what is the data? Does it work? Is Project Greenlight working? I would say yes, but I would also say that it's not a one-stop solution, that other things are contributing as far as our commercial auto theft section officers, other technology as well. But with the strategy, you can see that over time and sticking with it, adding more to it, the trend line is continuing to go down. And last year, we only had 77 carjackings in the city of Detroit where vehicle was taken at gunpoint or another weapon from them physically. That's what a carjacking is. Our Part 1 crime is not only violent crime, but it's also property crime. But you can see in every category of our Part 1 crime and violent crime, whether it's sexual assaults, down 13.7%, aggravated assaults, down 8.4%, Robberies down 21.2%. Burglary, that's an offense that really is invasive as well, down 10%. Motor vehicle theft, I mentioned that with my opening statement. When your vehicle was stolen, my vehicle has been stolen, I know how it feels. I walked around the whole corner. I mean, like maybe I parked it somewhere else because I couldn't believe that it had actually happened to me. You know, and I was quite embarrassed being a police officer and they stole my vehicle. But I will tell you this, we reduced motor vehicle theft in the city of Detroit by 23.3%. What does that mean? That's over 2,000 fewer vehicles stolen in the city of Detroit. And I hope that that translates to some lower auto shores in the city of Detroit as well. You see that all of our categories are down. With our federal partners, we don't do it alone. And so with the gun violence reduction team and with what they've done, 2,932 investigative leads generated by NIBING. And folks will say, well, what's that? That's where we actually put the shell casings into our NIBING system, and we're able to trace where that firearm came from. We also got 2,932 leads generated by NIBING. As a result, there were 253 arrests generated from ShotSpotter notifications in 2025. And in 2025, we also recovered 6,235 guns. Our federal and our local partnerships, in partnership with the U.S. Attorney's Office, the ATF, the DEA, the FBI, Homeland Security Investigations, DFAT, our Detroit Fugitive Apprehension Team, and our other partners, that group arrested 441 individuals were charged, over 2,253 felony arrests, 462 illegal guns taken off the street through their efforts, 593 search warrants executed. The reason that we go through the BSO to explain these numbers and what we're doing is to show exactly how we're reducing crime in the city of Detroit.